Welcome back to Buckland. In this episode, we are going to start doing some of the quests that are around here. So I think we have to kill a bunch of bears, a bunch of boars, we have to go get some mushrooms. There's a bunch of stuff to do. So I'm gonna take a look at my map. Alright, there's like a bunch of stuff here. Let me start killing some things. Do need to kill bears. Okay, yeah, I need a bunch of their hides. Looks like there's a bunch of mushrooms over there. God, I forgot my combination for interrupting inductions. I think it's one of these, a quick toss, and then a behind the shield. Let me see. Yeah, interrupts inductions. Okay. That's what I thought. I just never really had to use that attack very much. Looks like I leveled up though. Very cool. I am now level 18. Alright, let me grab the wolf here. Also think I need to kill some wolves. Alright. Let's get some mushrooms. I need 20 of these. That's ridiculous. So I'm gonna be here a while just collecting mushrooms. So again, easy way to do this. Hit the delete key. It's gonna select the closest object to you, and then you and your character will use it. But there are some mean little slugs here. Right, and I'm actually doing pretty terrible fighting this thing. Right, let me kill this one. A little bit laggy. That's okay. They're evading a lot of my attacks. I probably need to work on my agility a little bit. Alright. Let's grab some more mushrooms. That is so many. I don't think there's any other quest in this game that requires you to collect so many things. At least I don't remember them. Let me get away from those guys. Alright, we're over halfway there, guys. Just like 9 more mushrooms and we'll be good. Right. 5 more. Damn it. Didn't see that guy there. He's pretty well camouflaged. Alright. And last one, finally. Get on my horse and get out of here. I do need to kill more boars, more bears, more wolves. Need to kill a bunch of stuff. So let's do that. Right, some wolves. Okay, let's keep killing. So maybe they moved those Adso-Haybang quests over here to Buckland, because if I remember right, they were similar to this, where they had me killing a bunch of different wildlife around here. I don't know, maybe they just moved the quest hub location. Although I didn't see Adso anywhere. Right, still need 5 bear hides. Need to kill a lot of stuff still. Alright, there's a wolf. What else we got? We got this guy. Need some boars. Not seeing any boars. Dang it, I forgot to set a timer again to see how long I've been recording for. So I don't know when to stop this episode. We'll play it by ear again. Let's get more wolves. Do I need wolves? I think I'm done with them, actually. I don't think I need to be killing any more of them. I think I just need the boars and a couple more bears. Okay. Alright, there's a boar right there. Need a bunch more boar shanks. 5 more of those. Alright, there's one right here. Excellent. What else do we need? 1 more bear and then 4 more piggies. Ideally. Unless they don't drop what I need, then maybe a little more. Get on my horse to look for these. Might make things a little bit faster. Okay, now I only need to get boars wherever I can find them. Seems to be not that many of them around. Just a ton of wolves, ton of bears, but no piggies anywhere. There's one. Maybe the bears are eating all the pigs, man. Maybe that's what it is. Or the wolves. Vicious creatures. Okay, I see one right here. There's one right there. And should be the last one, hopefully. Alright, I think we're good. We can go back and finally turn in all these quests. Kind of ran pretty far. Probably should have stayed closer to Buckland while looking for these boars. That way when the time comes to turn in the quest, I'm pretty much there. My inventory is getting full. I should probably sell before next video. Investigate Crickhollow. So I can do that. That's actually in Buckland itself, so I actually have to go through the gates. Okay, let's turn all of these in.
How can I be of service?
Atso will be pleased with this delivery. We will salt and smoke the meat, and it will serve as the center of our food for men within the inn. Thank you for taking the time to collect this meat for me. Here, you have earned this reward. She gave me like 1 silver. It's ridiculous.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Look at all this bountiful fare. You certainly held up your end of the bargain well, my friend. I should do the same. The ovens at the inn will smell like the finest ovens in all the Shire. This is a fine day.
What can I do for you?
These are excellent samples. I am certain that the taxidermist can make these into fine items befitting a lodge. Atso will be quite pleased. Here is your payment, and thank you for your assistance.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I must say I never expected the outpouring of generosity we have received. Certainly we have paid for the services we have been given, but the harvest is so great that we have no means to transport our goods to Atso's camp. I must ask you for a small favor. Just outside of Brandy Hall to the south, there is a stable where I have seen Tolly Brockhouse, the local woodcutter, speaking with folk. I am certain that he will be willing to help. Could you speak with him and see if he can spare a wagon for the trip to Atso's? Let me know what he said when you're done. Okay. So they need help transporting all that stuff that I just collected for them.
I'm sorry. My thoughts were elsewhere.
Farmer Maggot sent you? Just what I needed on top of all else that's happened. As if it were not enough that big folk took everything that we had to deliver, and that Rollo and Dodric went off on their own.
I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
Some man from around Bree came to Maggots demanding food and got run off by the dogs. But as we, Rollo, Dodric, and I, crossed the bridge, we were waylaid by big folk just like him on the bridge. They made us take everything from our wagon and put it onto theirs. Then they headed off east along the Great East Road. But not before giving him a good licking to Mr. Maggot's own wagon. Now look at her, all in tatters. I know I was lucky to get away with my hide, but without that produce being delivered, my hide will be worth nothing after Maggot gets done with it. Dodric and Rollo ran off after the wagon and found that the brigands' camp is between here and Atso's camp on the north side of the road. I would appreciate it if you could get the produce back. Okay. Freaking bullies, man. Everybody bullies the hobbits. Kinda need to help them out here. So let's go investigate Crickhollow. And see what we can find. Look at this fat hobbit. Look at the belly on him. Look how pudgy he is. Dude, look at this guy. Look at that guy. Look at that face. Would you trust this guy? I wouldn't. He's a little creepy.
Goodness!
What? Who? I don't have it. Oh wait, you aren't one of those Black Riders. I must tell you that I haven't been so frightened in my life. Did they learn anything from me? Well, those riders came busting into the house, but I had already slipped out the back way. Not a thing did they get from me. Well, the sheriffs came. When the sheriffs came, they made me tell them about Frodo and the others going off in the old forest. But I didn't say anything about the enemy's ring. Oh dear, I mean, what is that? It sounds like crows. Over there. They are sure getting close. Okay, so we got some Craven here. No worries, I shall kill them. That guy is just crying. Poor guy. Oh no, more are coming. They're like coming from the sky. You did it! You didn't get all of them though. Some flew off into the old forest. I hope they don't come back. Right, so now I need to go talk to Langland. So he mentioned that Frodo and the others actually went off into the old forest. Now if you watch Lord of the Rings movies, you may think that that doesn't make too much sense. And that's because it's actually a part of the book that was left off from the movies, where they go into the old forest and meet some of the strange characters in there, including one of my favorites, Tom Bombadil, which we will be meeting in this playthrough, because they put him in the game, thankfully. So a bunch more quests over here, so let's start talking to some people.
Hello?
Turmeric Ragwort needs a wagon. I suppose I could spare a wagon and a couple of meals to share the load towards the camp. Turmeric is a good fellow, and will surely return them when he is done. With the trouble we are seeing in the old forest, it seems unlikely that I will need all of my wagons in the foreseeable future. Tell Turmeric that I will send along a driver, 2 meals, and a wagon by sundown on the morrow. I should expect that he can have it back to me within a week. And if you are looking to help out around here, there's plenty to do.
Might I have a word with you?
These are strange days. Most hobbits stay away from the old forest, but my living depends on it, and I've never had any problems till now. The forest creatures have gone all strange. I swear the tree roots themselves moved up and tripped me, and now I've sprained my ankle. I still need to collect some mushrooms that grow in the west part of the forest, between the bonfire glade and the bald hill. Also, please bring in some lumber from my seasoning pile. The pile is to the east past the bonfire glade and a little south, and I need some sap from the old maple on Bald Hill, east of Bonfire Glade. I will gladly split my fee with you. Here, take my bucket for the sap, and thank you kindly. Let's talk to these guys here. Look at these blonde little hobbits.
Might I have a word with you?
Wolves in the old forest have always been something of a threat to foresters and woodsmen, but they've recently become more dangerous and aggressive. We don't want them coming into Buckland, so it would be best to hunt them down now in the old forest itself. There is a tunnel through the high hay east of here.
Might I have a word with you?
The bats of the old forest have been a minor annoyance in the past, but as of late they have grown very aggressive and even dangerous. They could become a plague in Buckland, so we need to reduce our numbers before that happens. There's a tunnel through the high hay east of here.
Could I take a moment of your time?
The bears of the old forest have always been dangerous, but in the past they were not very aggressive and could be avoided. Now they are roaming all over the place and may even come out of the forest to threaten Buckland if they aren't stopped. There's a tunnel through the high hay east of here. Okay, so let's go through the tunnel and do some of these quests here in the old forest. So get excited, because the old forest is a pretty cool area. I'm excited to be venturing in here. So we have to collect some mushrooms and some other things, as well as kill some of the beasts that lurk around here. And oh, I thought I couldn't use a horse in here. Maybe they changed that. Okay, so let me get some mushrooms. I'm not going to do any crafting on these videos because they're going to kind of slow the pace down a lot, and I don't want that. So there are some wolves. Let me get rid of them. In fact, I'll probably stay off my horse here. I'll just use my forced march. Looks like we have a deed bestowed, and it's the old forest for kind of sightseeing around here. Oh my gosh, lag. So I need to kill 12 of these bad boys. Shouldn't be a problem. They're pretty easy. No trouble at all. Except when there's lag, then there's many problems. Okay, let's grab some mushrooms. Kill some bats. I like the old forest. It's one of my favorite regions in the low-level areas of the game. I remember, at least in the past, it used to be very challenging. I remember dying here a lot when I first started playing the game all the way back in 2007. I don't know if they've kind of eased up on it. I guess we'll see. Shouldn't be any problems for my current character, though. He's pretty strong. He's got good items. Okay, let me go down to that quest ring. And I'll kind of try to grab any mushrooms I see along the way. Still gotta kill some of these bears, though. Stupid bats, like, following me for miles. See a mushroom back there? I'm gonna go back and grab it. And I do want to remind you guys, if you would be so kind as to comment on this video and kind of let me know what you like about the series, what you don't like about it, what you would like me to do differently, if anything. Because this is going to be a long series. I expect by the time I'm done with it, it's going to be hundreds of episodes in order to get through all the content in the game. So I kind of want your input on it. How would you like this thing to turn out? Because if I don't have any feedback, I'm just going to keep doing things the way I'm doing them now. Which I think is fine, but maybe it's not. That's why I need you guys to let me know. Okay. What else do we need? Guess we just need to kill some other stuff. Let me take a look at this, though. Okay. I think I have all the quests that I need up on my radar. And kill some wolves. Trying to figure out where I want to go. I still need the sap from the tree, but I'm not entirely sure where that is. I think it's a little bit more towards the east, so that's where I'm going to try to head. Got a mushroom right there. Here's some bats. Let's continue along. There's also another deed here besides some sightseeing in the old forest, and that is to find some different flowers that are here. But again, I'll be showing all of that in the final video of this season, in which I go over all the deeds. Okay, so it's an interesting little clearing here in the forest. Bald Hill. There's Dodric. Guess we'll talk to him eventually. Get the maple. Right. Still need a few mushrooms. 2 of them. And still need to kill some beasts here. Some bears and some wolves. Seems to be a good amount of wolves around here. One is super dead. Okay. Excellent. And I see the final 2 mushrooms here. And last one. Now I just need to kill 6 more wolves and 10 more bears. Wherever those may be. Let's go back to the highlighted area, of course. Let's see if we can find some. Not bats, I don't need bats. There's so many bats here, it's crazy. I'm gonna try a little bit more to the south. I think I had some better luck there with bears and wolves and all that. Okay. like these white wolves, they're kind of cool. Got a nice big bear right there. Alright, just 3 more wolves and we'll be good. And then we do need a few more bears though. Okay. Kind of go a little bit to the west. Continue over this way, see if I can get any more wolves, bears. There's a few ahead of me. Okay, so I'm done with those. Just need the bears now. Four more. We can do it. We can do it. Alright, there's plenty of bears up ahead. I already see 4 of them. That's all I need. Really? Not in the line of sight? Because of that little twig in there? Give me a break. It's like some sort of bear den that I've walked into. Okay, that's everything, so let me get out of here. Let me go back to Buckland. Right. Let me kind of follow my way out of here. It's a bunch of quests to turn in. It's really fun to be leveling up again. Because I hadn't leveled up in a long time, both in Season 1 and 2. I kind of put my Stone of the Tortoise on, but it's really fun to level up. I mean, it's the biggest part of the game, really. Just leveling up your character. Okay, let's turn all these quests in.
What do you need?
My thanks, friend, for all your... What's this? The sap. It's gone bad. And my seasoned wood. It's rotted. And these mushrooms. They're poisonous. Friend, you can't be blamed, but all this, it's useless to me.
Could I take a moment of your time?
All the things you've gathered for me are useless, rotten, and ruined. Something queer is going on. What with all the animals all upset and the forest seeming, well, more awake than usual. There's a wise old hobbit, a forester, who oft camps a ways into the old forest. Look for him beyond Old Muddyfoot's hill, which you can find southeast of the bonfire glade. Maybe Gilly knows what's going on. I'd appreciate it if you could talk to him. Gilliman Brandybuck, that's his name. I'm worried. We had to burn part of the forest when it got too uppity years back. But this is far worse than it was before. If the Bounders have to start another fire, they might destroy the whole forest. And then where would we be? Oh, before I forget, let me actually activate this stable.
How do you do?
Excellent.
Is there something I can do for you?
I look forward to not hearing howls in the night. Thank you, Kippen.
Oh, it's been a foul day, it has.
Well done, here's your fee.
What do you need?
Looks like you've been busy in those woods. Well, a promise is a promise, and you have earned this well. Perfect. So, let me go talk to this guy up here. Talk to Trumrick, Ragwort, and Newbury. And it looks like my prologue got kind of pushed off my tracker. This is Chief Grimbar in Breetown. So let me do this. Oh, I gotta go back and talk to Langland. Okay, I can do that. But first, let me talk to this guy. So Buckland is actually pretty big. It doesn't look like it, but it is. It's quite a big little place. Big little place. Yes, I just said that.
How do you do?
Tolly will help us. This is wonderful news. We will begin preparing the crates for loading and should get on the road by morning. We truly could not have done this without you, friend. Please take this. It should cover the cost of travels and a little more. I am concerned for Tolly, though. What trouble could there be in the old forest?
Could I take a moment of your time?
You have done so much. I think that it is time to meet the hobbit that you have been helping, Adso Haybank. You will find that he is a caring fellow with much on his mind. His camp is difficult to miss, as the work is happening right now along the roadside. You will travel east along the Great East Road for some distance, about halfway to Bree before you arrive. When you get there, you should be welcomed. Thank you again, Kippen. Cool, so we can finally go meet Adso, even though I was looking for him earlier and I couldn't find him. That's okay. Going to go talk to Langland real quick. I ran like right in front of that wolf. That was most unfortunate. And I'm gonna run by this pit of Crabane here. I don't know how to pronounce these guys' name. Crabon? Craben? Crabon? Who knows? There's different interpretations. Alright, Langland. Hold on, there's things chasing me. I think we're good. The enemy's ring. It is no wonder Aragorn was so secretive as to why the enemy was seeking Baggins. If the Crabane heard Fregdar's words, the enemy will know for certain that the ring is no longer in the Shire, and all will be lost. Finding those birds in the old forest will not be a simple task. I would ask that you return to Aragorn and Bree, and seek his counsel on how to find these foul birds. Okay? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. But we'll do that in the next episode. I'm actually going to meet you at the beginning of the next one in Adso's camp. And then we can continue traveling east to Bree from there. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like on the video. And I'll catch you guys next time.